So because they didn't learn their lesson the first time, Carmana is going to be exterminated again. There's nothing like twice exterminating a city. It's like refried beans. I mean, they weren't good enough the first time, you refry them. So, there we go. Carmana is once again extremely unhappy, but it is under my control. Let's see what we can do to get this city in better shape. I'm going to leave my army there first of all. We're going to do some construction. Need a barracks and some buildings to help make the city happy. And let's see, I will put the city tax rate down on low. Looks like there's probably another giant army of Persian peasants here. I guess the only thing the Persians can do at this point in their defense is send out giant mobs of innocent people to try and slow the advance, so that the king and all the other nobility can just run away. And we'll be exterminating this population as well. I'm going to be known as Alexander the Butcher, I think, as I've just basically butchered every single settlement that I've come across. And it looks like this army from Dahe wants me to kill them as well. Just auto-resolve that real quick. And for some reason, they are still standing. And Nisa's gonna be unhappy, but if it revolts, whatever, you know, it's no biggie to me, my army's not there. We're gonna tear down their crappy shrines and build our own. Let's see if we can repair some buildings. Hall of Heroes, there we go. I didn't know that Dahe had any heroes according to that fight we just had. Good, good, good. Looks like everything's pretty well under control. Let's go ahead and end the turns. We're getting pretty close to completing this campaign. Now, do you know that this campaign can be completed a lot quicker? Wow, death stalks the land, storm, earthquake. Have a lot of natural calamities going on right now. That's pretty cool. So, there we go. Let's see if Carmana is going to be any happier. Go ahead and get another temple lined up in the queue. We'll put this city on auto-manage now. See if I can borrow some troops from here.
My lord, forward!
And they will help garrison the city while I march forward with my army. And to no one's surprise, the Persians ran away. And this might make Carmana pretty unhappy. No, apparently they don't really care about me running off. I'm gonna go ahead and attack this next Persian city here. Alexander, of course, will now start the march towards one of the last Persian strongholds here in Bactria. Let's end another turn. This part of the campaign is mainly just ending turns and marching along your merry way. Let's see, Death is still stalking the land. I'm the richest faction once again. Maybe India is richer than I am. I don't know how many provinces India has.
My lord,
I don't really remember.
attack!
It's been a while since I played this campaign.
Settlement, sir!
Okay, we'll maintain that
Settlement
siege.
under siege, sir!
See what's happening back up here in Nice. Let's see, recruitment. Wow, we can recruit a lot of troops here. Let's see, I am running a little bit low on cavalry. I've got these barbarians. I'm going to go ahead and keep them because they're real experienced. I'm going to train a couple of new units of cavalry. We'll keep Alexander here just for a little bit. And then I'll leave some troops to garrison the city. Let's see, as far as the buildings are concerned, once that's finished, let's do that. That should keep the city happy. Then we'll put it on auto-manage. Great. So this should be all set there. Let's go ahead and end this turn. There's just going to be a lot of turn ending, like I said, at this point. The Persians have a couple of massive crap armies around, like this one. We'll go ahead and defeat them, and then once we defeat this army, I would imagine that that's going to be pretty much all the Persians had left. Alright, the battle is starting. The Persians have a bunch of archers that are shooting into my infantry and cavalry. I'm going to run my hoplites right up into the thick of battle. Let's see. hoplites moving. My cavalry's all over out here on the flanks. I'm going to go ahead and start running down the Persian cav. And I do have a lot of arrow casualties being inflicted on me, so we're definitely going to take down these Persian archers, and some of those are mortals too, I think. There's some Mardian archers that want me to kill them. And I'm going to want to get back and support my infantry, as they might get rear charged by cavalry in the absence of my cavalry. But more likely the Persian army will just run away like it's doing now. Don't know why the Persians didn't do this to begin with. Here's some immortals that I charged from behind, and they're being picked apart. Just routed those immortals. Not that I was ever too worried about immortals to begin with. Probably going to lose that unit of hoplites there that just got sandwiched. Pretty clever. Wow, actually the enemy cavalry routed on the back. Routed on the back of my hoplites. And then the Cardacaes routed on the back of my hoplites. Wow. These Persian troops are absolute crap. Not really much to comment on here. I have suffered quite a few casualties because I've just been charging enemy spearmen. Plus the archers.
The enemy general is dead. His men know their doom approaches.
There's some Mardian archers running away from me over there. I'll chase them down in just a second. I'm going to finish off this pocket of Persian resistance here. Mardian archers because they run away better than they do anything else, and they're way too fast in my opinion. They can outrun horses for a short little period of time, but they're dead now. Again, this battle was over before it started, but I'll come back on the results screen. Alright, there's the battle results. See you back on the campaign map. So, yet another population to be exterminated. So, we have control pretty much every major province that was in Persia, except for Bactria. Won't be hard for us to take care of. Looks like we need to repair some buildings. Definitely need to get some buildings started. There we go. Let my troops rehabilitate there a little bit. See how my Alexander troops are doing. Looks like one more turn there, and then we're going to march on towards Bactria, so let's go ahead and end the turn. Not that there was really any Persian resistance left, but whatever Persian resistance was left has now been broken. Okay. And more troops are being trained to hold that city, so I just need to leave. I've got a pretty long march over into Bactria. And let's see, back here at this city. Starting to get things underway. Good. Just end the turns here for a couple of turns, as we really don't have a whole lot better to do. Looks like Nisa is rioting. And, understandable. I just left there and didn't really leave much of a garrison, so... just finish fixing those buildings up. And also understandable that it's rioting because they're not building the right buildings. There we go. That'll help. Repair. Put those two buildings back on repair. Retrain my men. Recruitment. Get some more hoplite units trained, and we should be in good shape. If it rebels, then we'll take care of that later. Which it looks like it's going to go ahead and calm down. Hey, big surprise. There's a bunch of stinking, no good rebels out here. Certainly no surprise to me. I'm used to seeing them.
Yes, strategos. Prepare for battle.
So there is Bactria. The Persians somehow still have a bunch of troops. It's beyond me. I've slaughtered so many of their men I couldn't imagine that there'd be anybody left, not to mention the fact that I've massacred their populace along the way. I'm sure that the Persian populace would be none too happy with me. And I can't really leave this city yet because I don't have any troops to garrison it. And I'm not really sure where the next place to go is. Probably down here somewhere on the Indus River. So let's just go ahead and focus our attention on Bactria for a couple of more turns. Looks like one of the Persian armies is going to come out and confront me. That was brave of them. Albeit, they're going to die. They basically just have a bunch of archers and light cavalry. So I'll basically just be using my cavalry to run down theirs. Alright, the battle's already starting, and much like the same tactics I used in every other battle so far in this campaign, I'm just going to be charging my infantry forward, slamming hard into the enemy flanks with my cavalry. Shouldn't be anything new. It's a tactic that works quite well against the computer, and also sometimes against online opponents. But online opponents usually tend to think a lot better than the AI. I'm just going to keep my infantry slowly marching forward, and eventually the Persians will get fixed on it, so you can see them there just marching forward and plowing through any Persians that get in their way. And all the while, I'm going to keep my cavalry running amok in the backfield. There you can see the Persians retreating and being slaughtered at the same time by my infantry, which is kind of acting semi-independent. I do need to take a little bit of control of them there. And let's go ahead and knock out the enemy general here. He's in this cavalry unit. And there's some Kardakeys there to reinforce, but the enemy general is going to rout, and then once I focus the attention on my cavalry and the spearmen, they're going to rout too. Light spearmen just aren't tough enough to stop a huge mass of heavy cavalry, or sometimes even just one or two units of heavy cav.
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle, it is beyond belief.
There we go. Had to redirect some of my phalanx units. Alright, this fight is over. Persians have already routed, to no one's great surprise. And I'm just going to fast forward until I hit the results screen here. Whatever Persians lived are going to just go ahead and rout. Good idea. I'm not going to blame them for that.
The enemy army is in front. This is a victory fit for the gods. A day of
the Persians at their last major city. I'm going to go ahead and recruit some barbarian troops. Let's see which ones. All of them are Eastern mercenaries. Wow, these guys are terrible. 3-7 stats? Jeez. Just like cannon fodder. Too bad there's no cannons for him to get shot with, which is exactly what I'm going to use him for, is cannon fodder. I am going to show the siege of this last city. We'll use sapping points and a couple of ladders and a ram just for distraction. I think I'll put some of the barbarian units on the ram. That way we can watch them die a hilarious death underneath the hot oil. That ought to be entertaining. You can see how many kills Alexander's unit has gotten along the campaign, as he has 3 silver chevrons. That is a lot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and march my troops back towards this town, and I will send these phalangists up here to Tabay, or however you say that. We'll kind of swap out there so I can get that army moving towards India. And let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh no! The vicious navy of Dahe is left in the Caspian Sea. Whatever am I going to do? Not care is what I'm going to do.
Yes, Stradago! Attack!
Alright, so it looks like it is time to besiege the settlement. So I am going to show you this siege. I don't think I've shown any siege battles. There's a rather large Persian army there, and plus this is I think it's the last Persian city. We'll find out. If it's not, then it's the last probably major Persian city and army. So hope you enjoy it.